to another mini tutorial from UPVC Spares Repairs. Today we're looking at the universal UPVC window door lock rod kit. It repairs offset as well as inline mechanisms. This is the UPVC window lock rod kit, and it also repairs both offset and inline mechanisms, but the beauty of this is it's 25mm backset, and by that we mean the distance from the front of the plate back to the centre of the square where the handle goes through. It's universal insofar as it can be used as an inline, which means it's got a solid full width body, or alternatively by detaching this small blue packer, it now becomes an offset system, not central to the rail. The rail is 16mm wide, which is comparable with most of the locking mechanisms on the marketplace, and also it has a number of mushroom heads cams to enable you to create the maximum security on the window. We'll now show you how we measure and cut them down. To cut the rail down to length, obviously you need to measure the overall width of the opening window sash, or the height, depending where the rail is going to be fitted. The beauty of this product is that it is marked at 100mm increments for ease of you to be able to cut them with a good hacksaw. Once you've cut it down to size, then you need to set it up with regards fixing the slider blocks, which we'll show you how to do next. This is the slightly tricky bit. When you receive this, the mechanism slides along like that. If you pull the slider to the right, as I am standing here, all the connecting anchoring points need to be in the opposite direction. Now this will be dictated as to whether or not this is going to be fitted on the right hand side or the left hand side of the window, or at the bottom of the window, so that you realise which way the drive gear is going to move. And this is the only bit that's a little bit complicated. So once you've decided which way it needs to travel, move that to this direction and move everything to the left, or vice versa, move everything to this direction and move everything to the opposite direction, so that once you've put the handle in and you attempt to move the mechanism, this anchor point stays where it is and allows the mechanism to move. If, however, you've got this to this side and you send the anchor point in the same direction, that is going to prevent this from moving. So just recap that: everything to this side, all the anchor points to the opposite direction. They're held in place with screws which are supplied, and the plates that anchor the mushroom heads to the frame slide in like that, and we'll show you how to set these level in a moment. When you've put the mechanism onto the window, you now need to take off all the old striker plates. Once they've taken them off, you bring the window opener towards the closed position whilst the handle is in the open position. Then you need to transfer the position of the mushroom headed cam onto the profile. This will allow you then to be able to position the new striker plates in the correct place so that when you finally close the window and lock it, the mushroom heads into the striker plate. The other thing you need to realise as well is that most profiles have different contours. So therefore, when it comes to placing this striker plate in position, you may find that you need to pack underneath it to be able to ensure that it is level. Now on this particular profile, we already know that we need to put on one of those size packers. These come in the package that you receive along with the screws. This is offered with the 2 pins into the back of the striker plate, and as you turn that and offer it onto the profile, that allows it now to sit level. Once you've got that in position, you may need to drill 2 small pilot holes through here to enable you then to drive the screw through to finally fix it in position. Once they're all in position, if you've got them all correct and you close the window too, the locking mechanism should locate comfortably into these receiving points on the striker. There are 2 of them, so that when it is in the fully locked position it will enter here, or you can have it on night vent, which allows it to breathe slightly by having it located into there. And the only other thing you need to be aware of is that the striker plate needs to be sitting as near flush to the outside of the window to ensure that it gets the correct amount of compression to close it to, and it sit comfortably against the rubber gasket. There are adjustments available on the cams, on the mushroom cams, by using a Allen key. The cam is off-centered, which allows you to deepen and tighten the compression onto the frame as you adjust them slightly. Don't have them too tight, and you should find that this product works perfectly well. Thank you.